What's up and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Moft Snap Tablet Stand. So the stand is applied with an adhesive. It can work with any tablet that you choose. It's $39 on their website. If you click the link in my description, you can check it out. So let's get into the review. So as I mentioned before, this tablet stand can work with basically any tablet. And the reason for that is because the way that you attach the stand is with this little magnetic piece of adhesive here. This thing is a residue-free adhesive sticker that you can apply and reapply as often as you need to. And also, if you can't tell, I have a D brand skin on my iPad. So you can definitely apply it with a skin, no problem. I have a skin on it. This thing's not going anywhere. But it's really nice because the adhesive piece itself is basically paper thin. It's super thin. It doesn't feel like it adds anything to it. It's super lightweight. In fact, even with the stand on, it's still only 0.733 millimeters thick and only weighs a total of 5 ounces. It basically feels like you don't even have anything on your tablet when you're using it. So I'm rocking a 12.9 inch first gen iPad Pro. So this is one of the biggest tablets that you can get, if not the biggest tablet. It's a big tablet. It's thin, but it's a nice size. And even with that, the stand and the adhesive work perfectly fine on it. Now, something I wanted to point out, I do not have an Apple Magic Keyboard for this thing. Apple, if you're watching and you want to send me one, I ain't complaining. But anyway, I do not have an Apple Magic Keyboard. However, I can tell you that because of the way that this system works, if you were to just take the stand off and keep the adhesive on, you can definitely apply this with the Apple Magic Keyboard, also with wireless charging, and have no interruptions, no issues, no connectivity problems, nothing like that. So again, that's why it's so great, because the adhesive just stays on there, and you can take the stand itself off whenever you need to put this, somewhere else, charge it, put it with the Apple Magic Keyboard or whatever you want to do, or you can always just boom, slap this back on, and now you've got your stand wherever you go. So as you can see, I actually do not have mine centered. I actually have mine off-centered, but just so that you guys can see, I will take this off on camera. Boom, peel the adhesive, put it back on in the center, and just like that, the adhesive is back on here, no issue, it's not going anywhere, and there was no residue, and that's why I like the adhesive so much. I'm not exactly sure how they make it or what material they use or whatever, but it's no residue. Like, that's my favorite part. You can kind of move it around however you see fit. So this is with just dead center, and this thing has multiple different viewing angles, very similar to the phone stand that they sent me that I reviewed last month. So you can pop out the stand and you can put it in regular portrait mode at a tilted angle. You can also put it at an even more tilted angle if you prefer to view it like that. You can turn it sideways for horizontal viewing, and again, just multiple angles when you do that as well. And last but not least, and the reason that I originally had my adhesive off-centered in the first place, hold on, let me put it back. All right. Look at that. It's so nice to be able to just move this thing around the tablet wherever you please, and it just doesn't leave residue, and it's still super sticky. Like, I'm honestly most fascinated by the adhesive on this thing. Now, the reason I was so excited to get my hands on this stand in the first place is because I'm sure like many of you have a tablet and you might use it for, on-the-go workflow, or maybe some of you are using your tablet as your primary photo or video editing device or networking or whatever you do. Tablets are a very popular thing, and the whole big thing about them, the reason that so many people get them is because you can use them on the go. You can bring them with you. You don't have to lug around a computer and a big bulky charger and speakers and all this other stuff. You can just grab your tablet and go, and that's why I love this stand so much, because like I said, you can either take it off and then you can just throw this inside of any kind of case or anything with this little adhesive piece on, and you have no issues whatsoever. Or even if you do have the stand connected to it, it's basically still like you have nothing on there. You can still throw this in any kind of like tablet or laptop sleeve, throw it in probably most backpacks. I mean, I got the biggest tablet, so I guess really it all depends on the size of your tablet, but depending on the size of your tablet, I'm sure you can probably throw this in any kind of bag. It's all about on the go. It's very easy to just slap this on. Like I said, let me just, let me just slap this on a couple times. Oh, what'd you say? Sorry, I can't. No, in all seriousness though, this thing is really just that convenient. It's so easy. It's the ease of use. Take it off, put it on. Take it off, put it on. Take it off, put it on. It's that simple. So when you want to use your tablet with any other accessories, including, like I mentioned before, wireless charging, all you do is slide this off. Take it off, and this pad right here is not going to interrupt anything. It's not going to be so bulky that you can't use it with another case, or if you had some other kind of stand that you use at home, whatever you need, this thing is not going to interrupt your workflow at all. And then all you do when you want to use a stand, is slap it back on. It's as simple as that. And just for reference, I'll show you guys a couple of the other things that I use my iPad with and how this can either replace them or be supplemental. That's the nice thing too, is that even if you have other accessories, there's still a really good reason to grab this. So this is my generic folio keyboard case for it that I've had since I got the iPad, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, if you can't tell, this thing has taken an absolute beating. I was using this every single day, all the time, and I like that it has a keyboard. However, I really got it mostly for the stand. I was consuming a lot of media on here, or I was using, you know, my mouse or an Apple Pencil at the time to kind of use my iPad for productivity, and this thing has really taken a beating, but it's also just, it's a little bulky. Like I said, it might not seem like too much, but when you're talking about trying to pack light, trying to be on the go, you want to bring as little as possible. You want your setup to be as lightweight as possible. So even just the difference between having the stand on your tablet with the adhesive versus having a case like this, it can make a big difference. And the nice thing is that without the stand on and with the adhesive on, I can still just slap this into this stand that I had before and use it like I normally would. So if I decided, you know what, I do need this or I do need something else, it's very easy to just take the stand off and then go ahead and rock whatever accessories you got. The other thing I typically used a lot was this stand by Lamicall. And believe it or not, it's actually for the Nintendo Switch, but it's a heavy duty metal stand and I like using it for my iPad, and I used to bring this on the go with me, and don't get me wrong, it does fold up nice. It is relatively compact, but this is heavy. I mean, this is made out of metal. This is pretty heavy. So having to carry this around can still be kind of bulky, like I mentioned before. So what I do now is I just keep this at home and keep this on my other desk setup in my room. And that way, if I need to go, you know, out somewhere and I want to have a stand, I'll just bring this now. I'll just slap this on. And the nice thing is with this kind of stand, actually, even with the Moft stand on it, I could still set up my tablet, no problem, no issues whatsoever. So really the common theme here is ease of use and accessibility. The fact that it's so easy to just take this off, put it on, move the adhesive around wherever you see fit, however you want to get the best out of this stand, you can easily do it. And if you change your mind, you can do it over and over again and not have an issue. And as you've seen, it works with other accessories, including the Magic Keyboard, which again, I do not have. Apple, send me an Apple Magic Keyboard. Nah, but for real, it works with the Apple Magic Keyboard, it works with wireless charging, whatever you need it to. This thing not only can function as its own excellent accessory, but it works well with other ones. And if you don't need it, just take it off, that's it. This piece of adhesive is not going to interrupt your workflow in any capacity. So with all that being said, would I recommend the Moft Snap Tablet Stand? Definitely. I would definitely recommend this to anyone who uses their tablet either as a primary source for networking or productivity or editing, or even if you're like me and you use it as like an on-the-go option, that's even better because then it makes it a very lightweight, simple solution to be able to set up and have sort of a, you know, desktop type of setup on the go wherever you are. Since I've had this, which has been about 2 weeks now, I have not taken the adhesive off. There's no reason to, and I've hardly even had to take the stand off, to be honest with you, because again, most of the stuff that I use, it just works right along with it. But even if I needed to, just slide it off, put it in my bag, put it wherever I need to, and then when I want to have the stand, snap it back on, and I'm good to go. So if you are looking for a portable tablet stand that's easy to use and has a lot of functionality, then this is probably the tablet stand for you. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this stand goes for $39 on Moft's website. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know, if you have a tablet, what are you using your tablet for? I like to use mine for photo and video editing on the go and watching YouTube. But what do you use yours for? Drop a comment below. As always, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. I do a lot of different reviews on like tech and camera gear, so if that's something you're into, definitely hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you can be the first one to know when I drop a new review. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Okay.